I'm Schaefer, and this is my demonstration speech on juggling. Statistics show that soccer is one of the most popular sports on the planet. I've been playing ever since I was young, and more recently I played on scholarship for Schaefer County Community College. Today I want to show you a technique that is really beneficial in soccer, but it's also beneficial in other sports. It looks something like this. Juggling. Every sport kind of needs it because it requires three main techniques: balance, ball control, and concentration. It's very important in soccer, but you can use it for other sports as well. Today I'll give you a three-step process on how to juggle, and I'll be teaching you how to practice by yourself. So before we start, you want to have appropriate clothing. You're going to have shorts or something just so that you can move around and be comfortable. And shoes. You're going to want proper shooting because you're going to be kicking the ball and you're going to be creating backspin. You're going to need proper shoes that bend up because you're going to be hitting the ball with your laces. So step one. To juggle, you have to keep your legs straight and you can't bend your knees. You're not going to be juggling like this. You're going to be juggling like this. You're going to keep your legs completely straight when you juggle, and you're going to hopefully be able to stay in one position. Step two, when making contact, your toes should be pointed upward, and you should have your ankles locked. When your toe points upward, when you strike the ball, it's going to create a backspin. So, by kicking the ball like this, the ball is going to stay in one place. The backspin, your toe is going to be hitting the ball, creating that backspin, and the ball will go up, and it'll come right back down in the same position. And step number three. Concentrate and react to the ball. So when I'm juggling, creating backspin, keeping it in one spot, and wherever the ball goes, I'm reacting to it. So if the ball goes over here, reacting to it. Okay. And now, an easy way to practice this is by simply dropping the ball, kicking it back up to yourself. Dropping the ball, kicking it back up to yourself. Dropping the ball, kicking it back up to yourself. Doing this repeatedly over a long period of time, you'll get more comfortable with just simply hitting the ball and creating a backspin just so that you can catch it. Now, the reason juggling helps with a lot of other sports is it requires three main techniques. Balance. You're going to be shifting from one foot to the other when you juggle, and this requires a lot of balance. Ball control. When we talk about ball control, we talk about your ability to move the ball down the field. So by touching the ball a lot here and creating backspin, you learn how that you strike the ball and how the ball reacts to the way you strike it. It also teaches you to put backspin on the ball, and this is beneficial in other aspects of soccer. And finally, it teaches you concentration. Juggling requires a lot of concentration because you're focused on doing the same thing over and over repetitively, but keeping the ball in one position. This requires a lot of foot-eye coordination, and concentration helps with that. In conclusion, there are several steps that will help you in soccer, but in other aspects of sports too. By practicing these skills, like ball control, concentration, and balance, it can be beneficial in many ways. Remember to practice slow at first, but as you get better, you can start to hit one with your right, one with your left, and seemingly keep the ball in one spot. Remember, juggling doesn't just apply to soccer. Juggling can be used in many different ways.